Hello, YouTube. Sitting out in the middle of Snow Woods. You know, I come here pretty often. Anybody familiar with my channel will know that I come out here. I'm in a little section of the woods that really I don't have any history with. You know, I've been coming in here. First time I came in here, I wasn't even in school yet. I was only about 4 years old. And I think my parents and Gary Bachman's parents had to mount, you know, some kind of a search and rescue thing. And we were way in the back where Ford Motor Company was just building I guess they got a test track or a wind tunnel in the basement of this building. But there was a giant, you know, they had dug a giant basement, and so there was big mounds of dirt. And we played back there for years, but that first time we were only about 4 years old, and me and this other kid actually got stuck in the mud where we couldn't get out. And I remember Gary, you know, crying for his mommy. I don't remember me doing that, but that doesn't mean that I didn't. I might have. You know, when you're only 4 years old, apparently, you know, grown men do that. So I probably did also. It's a gorgeous day. It was 51 degrees when I came in here. The sun is out. I was kind of hoping that you know, the leaves had been changing more, but they're really, you know, it's still primarily green out here. One of these times I'll catch it just perfect, you know. I know it's in October. It must be towards the end of October. You know, there's a lot of leaves on the floor. So leaves are falling, leaves are turning, but it's like 70% still green. So I did a little yard work. I was on YouTube a little bit, and YouTube's pretty boring in the morning on a Sunday. I don't know if, you know, people that I subscribe to are in different time zones, or if some of them, it seems like they stay up very late, because I have a hell of a lot of comments in the morning. After I go to bed, I'm an old man, I guess. I go to bed at you know, 10 p.m., 9:30 sometimes. Yesterday on YouTube, fucking around with this, with Hockey Face, Douglas. Some very funny shit. Me and Daniel Dennett fucking around with Hockey Face. I don't know what the guy's problem is. I've seen him over and over go after somebody, and many times he's going after somebody that just a couple of weeks previous he had been buddies with. He's never made a video about me, maybe because we've never been buddies and we probably never will be. I don't see much, you know, I don't see the redeeming qualities in Dougie. Daniel Dennett made a very funny comment that I laughed at for a fucking hour. You know, just making fun of Dougie. There doesn't seem to be no real argument, because the things that he takes offense at, he immediately does. You know, he made these videos about Blue. He's made 2 of them about Blue making threatening comments. And, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Brother Blue really just says out loud what the rest of us are thinking. And there's nothing wrong with that. Somebody's got to fill that role. Dougie was also, you know, he went on his rant about personal attacks, and then he proceeds to make personal attacks. I don't know. I don't understand the guy. I don't subscribe to him. I end up watching his videos because he seems to pick on people that I already subscribe to. I seen him going at it with Jeff Heisenberg. I seen him going at it with the Quiet Atheist. He's going at it with Blue now. He's going at it with Daniel Dennett. He apparently, and I missed this whole thing, apparently had some kind of an argument with McNuts, and these are all people that are pretty. I don't know what the right word is here, but these are all people that really aren't outlandish. They really aren't stepping out of the box big time. I don't understand it. This woods is so nice, and this area that I'm in is so nice that I'm not even going to throw my cigarette butt down. I'm going to put this in my pocket and I'm going to take it home with me, even though you do come upon garbage out here. I guess that's enough about Dougie. I'm not going to title this thing anything about Dougie because I don't want him going on my channel. He's kind of a jackass. So, let's get back to the woods. This is the biggest little forest anywhere near my house. And when we were younger, and when I was in my 20s, we used to come in here and catch salamanders. There was two different types in here. There was the black one with the yellow spots on it, and there was a smaller one with red stripes on it. And you could find them pretty easily in an area like this where it's damp and there's shit laying on the ground, bark and logs. You just turn them over and you find them. And when we were kids, you know, we were kind of stupid. We would kill them, and when I got to be older, we wouldn't just kill them for fun. We would take them and use them for bait, and they're fantastic bait. I also remember finding toads out here all the time. At one point when we were very young, there was even turtles, and they're all gone. Everything's gone. Oakwood Hospital, which is big in this area, wanted to gut this place. They wanted to leave like 20 feet all the way around the outside. And they wanted to, you know, clear cut the middle, build a hospital. Actually, it was going to be just for old people. You know, geriatric specialty or something. And I got involved, the neighbors got involved, everybody in Dearborn got involved. And we put a stop to it. And I still look at that as one of the greatest things I've done in my life. I'm not taking credit for it. There's a lot of people that did a shitload of work. And I didn't do all that much. People at that time, you know, I was kind of a popular kid. Maybe, you know, I like to think that maybe they joined in because I was there. I don't know. But it's one of the greatest things I've ever taken part in my life. The place is still here. It's full of trees that are way over 100 years old. And I was talking about the salamanders and the toads. They did some prep work out here. They were so sure that they were going to be able to build their hospital. They did some prep work. And I think they did something to drain the water in the swamp. You know, it's still full of water in the spring. And about halfway through the summer, I actually brought some tadpoles out here, some toad tadpoles, and let them go this year. I don't know, maybe 50 of them. You know, I wanted to bring a lot more. But when I came in to let them go, and this fucking place was so full of mosquitoes, they did something to where the water drains off much faster than it normally would. When I was a kid, there was always water, deep water, and it stayed all year. I haven't walked over there yet, but I'm betting that the swamp is dry. This area here is dry. I can tell by looking that this holds water. But it's dry right now. So, you know, the bastards. I'm going to have to come in here in the spring, next spring, and try and figure out where it's draining to. Me and my daughter like to come out here and walk, and I think we should be able to figure this out. If we can figure out where it's draining to, you know, maybe we can slow it or completely block it. I don't want to mess with nature too much because the areas that used to hold deep water way back when didn't have large trees in them. They didn't have any trees in them. And now the place is kind of completely forested, so it's a catch-22. You know, if I figure out how to stop the water from draining, maybe I can aid in the return of the toads at least. But I don't want to waterlog trees and kill them. So I guess that's about it. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to make a pot of soup when I get there. I got the water sitting there. I got some green beans, and I got some carrots, both from my garden. I'm getting all dirty. Both from my garden. Just sitting in the water. I'm going to make that. I got some fish. I'll probably make a little fish sandwich. And hopefully when I get back home, something maybe will be going on with YouTube, because I, like many of my favorite YouTubers, seem to be kind of addicted to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't have an empty life to fill. You know, I have a family, I got kids, I got a wife, I got a job that keeps me very busy, 12 hours a day minimum. But I spend some time on YouTube. I learn some things. I learn, you know, I learned some things. I learned that you can't step too far out of the box. I made fun of Dougie a little bit yesterday about his military service. Apparently that's a sacred cow. Nobody seemed to want to debate with me about it. It really kind of pisses me off when somebody calls Iraq the service. In the first place, those people were compensated for that. In the second place, they were not serving this country. They were serving this government. If you want to talk about service, maybe you're going to talk about the fellers that were in the Second World War, because they actually fought a dangerous enemy, one that was capable of striking us. Iraq never posed that kind of a threat. But that's a sacred cow. I will probably leave that one alone. I don't want to offend. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't care if I offend people. I'm not really one of the people that gives a fuck about subscriptions. So I guess I don't care if I offend people. I know there is people that agree with me. They weren't around yesterday, but yeah, that's a sacred fucking cow. So I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna walk over to see if there's any water in the swamp. I don't think there will be, even though we've got plenty of rain this summer. It hasn't been a super hot summer. There should be, by all rights, there should be water over there. But I doubt if there will be. That's it.